is the countdown to face-off presented by Castor. And you see the fans rolling into the arena. It is Marvel Superhero Night. Fans looking good, ready to put up a fight. No capes up here in the booth, though. I'm Andy McNamara, alongside Brian Shanahan. And Shandy, these are two teams, the Toronto Rock welcoming in the Philadelphia Wings in playoff survival mode, and the Wings are going to be looking to their star, Mitch Jones.
Yeah, 33 years old, from Delta, BC, in his 13th season. He came into the league as a good player, became a star in Vancouver. He's a superstar for Philadelphia. He's on pace for 132 points. Wow. The problem is, though, he's only been in the playoffs twice. He wants to change that this year.
And for the Rock, a lot of roster changes here. One of the veterans that remain, Corey Small.
Yeah, another longtime player, 16th year, 38 years old. And, you know, he got off to a really slow start. 21 goals so far, but he's got 15 in his last 5 games. They're going to be relying on his leadership and his shooting ability.
I mentioned both these teams in playoff survival mode. Well, Shanny, they pretty much have to run the table here, win out, as we take a look at the standings.
Yeah, you see the Rock and Philadelphia below that line. They got to be at least 9-9 for a chance to make the playoffs, so they got to be winning almost every game for the Rock.
Now let's take a look at our starting goaltenders, beginning with Philly here, Shanny, and Nick Demood.
Yeah, Demood was a very big pickup from he played for Panther City last year, and they got him in the expansion draft, and he's one of the best in the league. But look at the other side, Troy Holochuk trying to get his first home victory for the Rock, got his first victory as a starter a couple of weeks ago in Halifax, played a great game there. Hoping to duplicate it again.
After longtime goaltender Nick Rose dealt to Calgary, Troy Holochuk's net right now, and here we go. It is the Toronto Rock and T.D. Erlin winning the opening faceoff in their Captain America themed uniforms. Philly in their white, silver, and red jerseys. Bushi on that left wing. You can feel a lot of pressure from both teams. Demood with a nice stop. Philly rumbling up the floor here.
And despite the fact that...
Oh, turnover. A nice chop by Weir. Now it's Toronto ball. Challen Rogers, the captain, feeds Kearney. Underhand pop, and the Rock offense will come on the floor. Looping pass finds Jubenville.
That was Chris Corbeil, the recent Toronto Rock player, traded to Philly, got stripped of the ball, getting a little too comfortable close to the Rock players.
That's right, forgot his old teammates. One of 3 former Rock players on the floor for Philly tonight. High shot. They moved out of shoulder. Picked up fresh 30. Here's Kearney on that far left board. You can feel the urgency for both these teams. The magic number we're really looking at, Shanny, is that 9-9 record to hope for tie breaks, right? To make the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Small. He was our feature player, just wide of the net. There's Jamie Dawick, leads the team in goals and points to the weak side. Now Dawick again, left wing. Dawick, 20 to shoot, went for a bouncer. Demood, whoa, trickled on that line.
Very calm. Demood just looks down.
Yeah.
He sees that ball rolling, but he knows it's not going in.
No big deal. And playing catch with his goaltender counterpart, Holochuk there. Demood with the outlet pass.
Good job by Toronto. That's twice they've got the ball back on turnovers. Demood had no one to pass it to, so he just got it over center.
Dan Craig trying to create some space. Bushi with the screen. Stone by Demood. Bushi again. Rock offense, full control here. Rearing back and scores! It's number 28, Nathan Grennan for the Rock.
I think that was Corey Small.
Oh, was that Small?
I think it was Corey Small. Yes, the veteran we talked about in the opening. Off to a slow start, but he's been hot of late. 15 goals in his last 5 games, and with
there it is.
Shots like that.
There it is.
Always been an elite shooter, you know, just early on in the season, he only had 6 goals his first 8 games, but lately he's been finding the net just like there.
And Shandy, that was really the theme of a lot of the Rock's offensive problems. Just being a bit snake bit here. Coming right off, right into the belly of Demood. Latrell Harris on the floor. So you have Corey Small collecting there.
Shots on net, 7-0 for Toronto.
Look at Latrell Harris using that physicality. And it creates a turnover for the Rock. Here comes Cree, jogging into Philadelphia territory. There's Latrell Harris again. Feeds, clips, went for the one touch. Wide, ricochets off the glass, picked up by Toronto.
And why not take that quick shot? Small is feeling it.
He is on a roll. The last home game here, Shenny, 5 goals for Corey Small. And there's Boucher. Boucher dives in! A shoulder stop as it sails 4 rows up on the far side.
Nice little flip pass to Boucher.
Boy, Shenny, this is the best Toronto's offense has looked this early in the game, I think, all season. There's Boucher. Readers back. And here comes Toronto again. Fresh 30, lots of time. Rogers, swim moves, the captain, kicks it back to the point for Boucher. Finds Rogers again. Over point blank range and scores! It's Dan Craig, the Iceman, puts Toronto up 2-0.
And this is just great ball movement from the Toronto Rock. They make about 5 or 6 passes within 10 seconds. And finally, when you think, okay, Small's going to shoot again, no, he flips it to Craig, who puts it in the corner for a nice goal on their 10th shot. 10-0 on the shots, and we all know that's early in a game. But great start for Toronto.
And TD Erlin, another face-off win over Burton. He came in 60% face-off wins. That's up now. 3 in the face-off circle.
I mean, it does look like a bit of a mismatch when you look at the stats even. Burton is a pretty decent face-off guy, but no match for Erlin, at least so far.
Oh, Boucher sailing in, and he lost the ball as he went into the crease anyway. It will be Philadelphia ball as they try to settle things down, get back on track here. Of course, you have Mitch Jones, who we spoke about in the opening, just has been sensational for so long now. And really their go-to. Trying to go coast to coast. Holochuk with the save. There's Jubenville.
That's the first shot for Philly, but it's a one and done. Toronto won't mind giving up shots like that because there was nobody around in Philly to even fight for that rebound.
Captain Challen Rogers lowering that shoulder, being pushed back. Out at the point, and pad saved there by Damoud. Long outlet pass. No, incomplete. And Cree battling now and gets the boards. Rogers goes to a knee, swats it away. Holochuk's going to let it go. And there's Phil Mazuka. 10:30 to go in the opening quarter. Shots 11-1 for Toronto, who also lead in the scoreboard 2-0. Boucher tries to set the pick. Here's Josh Dawick. Dawick, some space, sidearm whip. Snapped away by Damoud. And the ball tipped out of play by Patton. Rock ball.
And Philly is just snake bitten so far. That's the 4th turnover by Philadelphia.
They're scrambling. The Toronto pressure offensively just too much so far for the Wings. Rogers. You have Dawick backpedaling, 15 to shoot, being pushed back. Rogers to the point, scores! The captain makes it 3-0.
And this is not a spectacular scoring chance. It's a nice play by Dawick. He's gonna scoop the ball up to Rogers, but he's not wide open.
No.
You know, like, so he can't step in, but I don't even think he gets everything behind the shot, but it just finds the spot.
Just found the spot, a little bit of a screen, and it is 3-0. And Philadelphia, since returning to the NLL, are 1-8 versus the Rock. And Toronto gets another face-off here. And that's been part of the story. It looks like, Shanny, we have a goaltending change for Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't expect this to be long-term, but I guess it depends on how Deacon Deacon plays when he gets it. If he can shut Toronto down, they're going to keep him in.
Trying to mix it up a little bit. Almost a forced turnover. Boucher picks it back up as McCannell couldn't come up with it. Little soccer skills there by Boucher, kicks it away. he'll have to head off, and an opportunity perhaps for the Wings here. Wagner will get out. You got Mitch Jones on that right board, and he receives it. You have O'Neill in motion. Big Mitch Jones, 6'4", rears back, 220. All behind that, stopped by Holochuk. Jones picks it back up though, fresh 30. There's Jones through a screen, wide off the mark. And Toronto will pick it up, that's Jubenville.
And you could probably say that's the only time so far in this quarter that Philadelphia has played offense. They've got 5 guys on to play a 5-on-5 set.
Challen Rogers remains on the floor, the captain. Dan Craig in motion, he has one tonight. And Small with a sidearm whip through his screen. And Deacon Knott saw enough of that.
And that's a nice save by Knott to start the game for him.
Here's Corbeil, former Toronto Rock member, along with Mitch Desnew and Phil Caputo. Reed just hammering away, hammering on Reardon. Gets rid of it, desperation into the corner. The Wings are flailing. Fly ball catch there by Holochuk, quickly gets rid of it.
My gosh, it's getting repetitive. How many turnovers Toronto has caused by this pressure.
Latrell Harris will give and go with Boucher. 15 to shoot, Dawick and Boucher playing catch. There's Boucher, went shoulder high side, and it's out of play into the mesh. We will take our first break. What a start to this ball game. The Rock leading the Wings 3-0. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN Plus. Well, welcome back to the Paramount Fine Food Center here in Mississauga. 3-0 Rock. Let's send it down to the third member of our broadcast team, Ashley Docking. Ash.
Thank you so much, Andy. Now, it was the loss last week against Vancouver that was uncharacteristic by Toronto in the sense that it was a 5-goal margin. They're a team that has struggled this season, of course, but talking to Matt Sawyer, he said that one got away from us 6-1, 8-2 in the second quarter, and he said, quite frankly, we don't have the firepower to withstand a deficit like that and make a comeback. They are the only team in the league without a player that has the 50-point mark. And yes, they popped 3 early on in this one, which is fantastic news, but it's something that they need to keep an eye on. They need to keep going toe-to-toe with Philadelphia if Philly's able to manage some rhythm on offense.
Absolutely. Andy McNamara alongside Brian Shanahan. Philly here with possession, being outshot 14-2. And there's Mitch Jones, the man to watch, but it's a turnover. It's picked up by Toronto. And here's Brad Creek, full head of steam. Wings doing a nice job getting back, went in. Ooh, just squeezing those pads.
What a nice play by Creek, stealing the ball from one of the best offensive players in the NLL.
And here's Mitch Desnew, one of the former Toronto Rock members on this team, who again turns it over. Corbeil and Desnew, uncharacteristic on the turnover side, doing their old team a favor. Here's Weir and Boucher. Boucher taking his time. And Toronto setting up that offense, full control here. You have Dawick, 6 to shoot though. Sent to that right wing, 3 seconds left, and it goes off of the Philadelphia defender.
A bit of a lucky break for Toronto there with just a couple seconds left in the shot clock.
Off the helmet of Sellers.
Oh, I think we're getting penalties.
Let's see. Okay, well.
Both teams. That's Grenion for Toronto.
Gren going to the box. And those sharp Captain America Marvel superhero uniforms.
Philadelphia, penalty number 12, 2 minutes dead ball foul. Toronto number 28, 2 minutes dead ball foul. 4-on-4, Toronto ball.
All right, so there you go. 4-on-4, opening things up. And the Rock keep possession here.
How many times have I told you, Andy, I love 4-on-4 lacrosse?
Yeah.
So much better for the offense, tougher for the defense.
A lot more space. And it'll be Bushi starting it off. No, Rogers starting it off here. The captain receives, quickly gets rid of it. Bushi up top, waiting. Rogers moving around. There's Rogers in close, fake pass, keeps it to that right side. They're small, point blank range. And it's nabbed by Knott.
I like the way Knott has played so far. Not huge test, but a couple of good shots.
Replacing starter Nick Damoud after that rough start. We'll see for how long. Here's O'Neill bouncing off of Rogers. Philly still being pushed out. Resetaritz, longtime veteran. Resetaritz, side on. Oh, kick save by Holochuk. Beauty stop.
And that was the best scoring chance by Philly so far this game, and Holochuk was up to the task.
Yeah. You see Resetaritz, Shanny, he's been doing this for a long time.
My. Highest scoring American-born player.
Wow. Yeah, Corey Small, right side again, eating up a lot of that shot clock. Here's Bushi, stutter step, pushing back, pushing, trying to create a lane as Dahlwick. Doesn't have the space, 3 seconds to shoot. Bushi again, went into the belly, trying to get the rebound, but the wings collect. Dahlwick with the hack. And McCannell rushes up the floor, gets rid of it.
Slow change by Toronto, and Philly never took advantage of it.
Here are the wings. Trying to break some ankles there. Back to the point for Jones. Off the glass. Holochuk looking good so far. There's Reardon.
It's Michael Sowers, the young American guy.
Sowers, dump pass, leaping, and Holochuk.
Oh my, that's a nice save.
We will step aside momentarily. 4-on-4 lacrosse. Rock lead 3-0. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN+.
The Toronto Rock up 3-0 on the Philadelphia Wings here at the Paramount Fine Food Center. And at shoot-around this morning, Philadelphia was working specifically on their press break, trying to evade Toronto's defense that, as we've seen in this game, has been very aggressive, forcing the issue up around half. They haven't had success. That is Philadelphia. So the coaching staff, I'm sure, has got to be frustrated that best laid plans have not been executed here early on.
Thank you, Ashley. Rock with possession here. Back to 5-on-5. Both men out of the box. That's Grennan and Patton. Rogers here. There's Dahlwick. And that stick got knocked a little bit. Didn't get everything behind it. Corey Small on the right wing. 8 to shoot for Toronto. Little dump pass. Tiptoed along that crease shot. Oh, just wide on the bouncer.
Oh, I think a defender just got his stick on Craig. Craig's money in that spot.
Corbeil heard footsteps. Cree, former teammates, battling it out. Corbeil pinning Cree. Gash, Elijah Gash. He's racing up the floor, getting that stick over, and he does. Big man there, 6'4", 210 is Gash. Under 4 to play in the opening quarter. There's Dawick left side. And using Gash to create some space with that big physical frame. Ooh, went for the one touch and almost carried. In was Bushi.
Bushi just pushed into the Philly goaltender, Deacon Knott.
Looked like a bit of a tush push, speaking of Philadelphia, as he gets shoveled into the goaltender. There's O'Neill strolling into Toronto territory. Billy Hostrauser's on him. Sends to Jones. Looking a little one-on-one. 6 to shoot. One-handing his way. Dump pass into double coverage, though. Ill-advised.
Oh, that was some really good defense by the Toronto Rocks. And that's probably one area of their game that has been decent all season long. As we mentioned, it's the offense that has been missing. That's been a problem for Philly of late, and especially in this first quarter.
Well, Philly on a 6-game losing streak. Trying to snap that. Rogers backpedaling. Oh, and the shot got sidetracked as he went to spin. 5 to shoot, went for the one touch. And Knott got in the way. Deacon Knott has played quite well since coming in relief. And racing in, a shot, and scores! Got tangled up in Holochuk for a moment.
Oh, that's a great goal by Patton, because I think it was Dan Craig running back, gets his stick. And now watch this. Ball goes up the floor to Patton, and Craig is chasing him down. Craig gets his stick on his stick right there. But Patton just protects the ball. He knows it's coming, so he puts his stick in, keeps the ball in the pocket, and then makes the nice move to put it in. It's a beautiful goal.
Just changed that stick direction and angle and was able to bury it. So Philadelphia on the board. 3-1 Toronto. TD Erlin wins another faceoff. What a difference maker he's been this season.
And Deacon Knott has earned the right to stay in. He has not been scored on yet. He stopped the bleeding, and Philly has finally scored their first goal.
You know, it's a game of runs and momentum. Let's see if this is Philadelphia's time. Deacon Knott. He looked back. I don't quite think he knew where it was, but he got enough of it.
No, that's a nice hard shot, and you called it. Knott wasn't sure where it was, but it didn't go in.
The Wings trying to pull to within one. Jubenville on his man. There's Reardon, Blaze Reardon. Stout Burley forward and went 5-hole low.
And Reardon is dangerous down low in the crease. He's a big, strong guy, and he uses his body to pull his way towards the net like he did there.
6 feet 220.
And as most fans know, or at least field lacrosse fans, he's one of the best field lacrosse goalies in the world.
And he's playing this well in the box game for quite a while too. 5 to shoot, over the top, shoulder stop by Knott. And quick outlet pass, and it's a long one. Can he catch him in stride? No. And intercepted by the captain, Chandler Rogers, coming back the other way. Was looking for Simpson.
Simpson is a guy who's great in transition. Played many years in Calgary with Del Bianco. Doesn't have the same guy making those passes to him, and I think his stats have suffered quite a bit. And it says a lot about Del Bianco.
Sure. And stick partially blocked on the shot. Brennan with a ground ball, shovels to Rogers. Fresh 30 for Toronto. Rogers will head off. Bushi goes for a walk. Looks for Dan Craig, who inhales the pass. Finds Dawick wide open, look, scores! 5-hole from number 8. And it is 4-1 Toronto.
Well, you know, one of the things I love about Josh Dawick's game this year is he now has the confidence to take these outside shots. He knows he can score once in a while. That's from way out.
Yeah.
Not a lot of guys can score from out there, and he's starting to show the confidence that he knows he can. They're not always going to go in, but sometimes they're going to find the mark, and it does there. 5-hole on Knott. First goal to get past Deacon Knott.
And Shannon, what I liked about that was the Rock offense was small, and Craig lured the Philly defense over to that one side and gave Dawick that extra few seconds to get that clear shot.
Yeah, he had lots of room to step into it, but it was still a long-range shot. I'm sure Knott would like it back, but excellent shot.
23 seconds to go in this opening quarter, and what a quarter it has been. Holochuk was thinking about maybe going to the bench, goes back into the cage.
They just want to make sure Philly is not going to get a last shot here.
5 on the shot clock, 8 3-second difference. There's Harris, Latrell Harris. Use that quickness to jump up. Kick saved though by Knott. 1 second and it is done. The first quarter. And Toronto ahead of Philadelphia 4-1. We'll be right back for the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN+.
This is your life without Eero.
Oh, come on.
The Wi-Fi's out again.
This is the worst.
Not now.
And this is your life with Eero.
Oh, come on.
Why would you do this to us?
This is the worst.
We can't improve everything in your life, but we can improve your Wi-Fi. It's fast, reliable, and now available outside your home. Eero, the way Wi-Fi should be.
The NLL's March to May is here. 14 teams fight for 8 playoff spots. The march continues now through April 19th.
Head to NLL.com Fan Zone today to vote for the Connection of the Month presented by Eero. One lucky winner will be selected to win a prize valued at $700. NLL Pick'em is the new way to get involved with weekly and monthly prizes. Everyone has a chance to win. Play today at NLL.com/Pick'em. Now, speaking with Philadelphia's Mitch Jones earlier this week, he says it's easier to get close to players when you're winning together. And so by that lacrosse math, if you will, him and Brad Cree must be, well, best friends. The two have had a ton of success throughout their lacrosse career. 2012, they won the Minto Cup with Orangeville. 2014, they won the Mann Cup with the Victoria Shamrocks. And both were in communication during the trade deadline as Philadelphia and Toronto were swapping assets. It ended up being Desnew and Corbeil that went over, but not to stir the pot, you guys. The two say they've never lost together, but let me pick up my ladle. Jones and Cree are both UFAs at the end of this year.
Ooh, interesting little nugget there, Ashley. Thank you. And Philly with the ball here. Resetares in close and scores! Resetares drove in while falling, got the bouncer, and the Wings are within 2.
Yeah, this is a really nice shot. I'm not sure if Holochuk was trying to give the sign to throw the flag there, but Resetares, as I said, top scoring USA-born player, over 90 points this year, knows how to put it in.
Yeah.
I don't know, that might be worth it to throw a flag if I'm Toronto.
Oh,
they did.
We see one. Challenge flag out there. So we'll get a couple of looks at that again.
It's funny that we've got 2 guys on Phil. We mentioned, or Ashley mentioned in the opening, Toronto doesn't have any 50-point players.
Yeah.
Philly's got 2 guys in the 90s, yet they are struggling offensively, and they're struggling to get wins with 6 losses in a row. Resetares, 92 points coming into this game. Mitch Jones, 96.
The previous goal is under review.
And Josh Dawick almost at that 50-point mark, collecting his 30th goal of the campaign.
I mean, we saw how much Toronto really struggled the first few games.
Yeah, we did.
Really, overall, they've never broke out.
Okay,
but
so let's look
having
here.
2 90-pointers.
Ooh. Okay, we'll get the official look.
My gut instinct is this is going to be called back.
Yeah.
But of course, they've got to see it. As long as he's touching the white, and I think he is before that ball goes in net.
So where's the ball in this case here? So he's
honestly,
down.
I can't see the ball, but I don't know if it's left his stick yet. Has it?
I can't see where the ball is, but we clearly see him down there. If the ball is not in the net at that point.
I think he's made up his mind.
Yeah, if it's that quick, I think it's coming back.
Going to be no goal.
We've seen enough.
It's Chris Williams. Veteran NLL referee going to make his call.
Let's hear it.
Sponsored.
The shooter was in the crease prior to the ball across the goal line.
No goal.
And give Troy Holochuk credit. The second that was called a goal, he put his hand up to throw the flag.
Yeah. So still 4-1. Will erase Joe Resetarit's goal from the record book. Toronto coming back here.
Toronto's out shooting Philly 24-6.
If you're just tuning in and wondering why Toronto has the strange uniforms, it's Marvel Superhero Night, Captain America themed. Unfortunately, the actual named Captain America, Tom Schreiber, is out injured. And is this going to be a turnover? Being hacked, the ball kicked up. And it'll be Philadelphia ball in the over and back. Dan Craig got knocked to the floor. Here's Caputo, one of the other former Toronto Rock members. Billy Hostrauser getting physical. Philly right in close. Holochuk, what a stop.
That's a
what
nice
a save. Wow. Absolutely stoned him.
Despite the fact that he's only faced 7 shots, he's made 3 or 4 very nice saves.
Well, and Shandy, sometimes for goaltenders, if they don't have enough work, it can be troublesome as well, right? Because you get a little tired or complacent or whatever.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Toronto creeping in, creeping. Bushi trying to set a screen. You got Small open there. He will hit it. Over to the far side. Clicks. Went for the bouncer. Trying to get not moving. And he gets just enough.
It does sound funny when you say trying to get not moving.
Yeah.
That's Deacon Knott, fans at home. Goaltender's name.
That's right. That's right. Replacing
I know.
starter Nick
Minor
Damoud.
penalty number 44, 2 minutes holding a stick.
So we're going to have the first power play of the game.
Yeah.
We've had penalties, but they've been 4-on-4 so far.
Shane Simpson heading to the box for 2 or less. It'll be Toronto and Captain Challen Rogers starting off the power play. Small and Rogers playing catch. Rogers over to Small from the point. Not with the save. And here comes Philadelphia, rumbling up the floor. There's Pace and Patton. Liam Patton has the lone Wings goal tonight. And there's Sowers. Sowers, a little swim move. Had a nice season. Sowers.
He is so shifty, isn't he?
Looks like a water spider, just moving all around, but has his pocket picked. And here comes Toronto up the other end. Up, we have a whistle.
I think they're giving Toronto a penalty.
Oh.
Cross-checked him on.
See what the call is, maybe.
Now, I didn't see anything wrong with the play that got the ball, but did he hold him down too long? And it's not
Toronto penalty number 22, 2 minutes, illegal cross-check.
Okay, you know what that's for? Hitting him when he's down. So the stick check by, I think it was Rogers, stole the ball from Sowers. Was a beautiful play, and that's not the penalty. It was when he was down in the crease. He must have been given an extra check. You can't check a guy, cross-check a guy at all when he's down.
With Jake Darlison. So we're back to some 4-on-4. Oh, the draw. Harris. Oh, he would have been off to the races there. Here's Mazuka. Harris and Cree head off, as does Mazuka. 46 seconds left on 4-on-4, and then Philadelphia will take over for a shortened power play. There's Grennan. Grennan scores! And number 100 for his NLL career.
No goal.
No goal.
Bushi was in the crease.
Oh, wow. Grennan gets robbed. Has it put right back, but they're going with a behind-the-back shot. That's a score. This is chaos here at the Paramount Fine Food Center. We thought we had a goal. Philly comes back behind the back. O'Neill, we're going to take a look at this.
Oh, as I'm sure the Rock coaches are too.
Oh.
What a turn of events. Instead of 5-1, we're down to 4-2.
Went from celebration to the wings.
So this is the goal, which is a nice play by Brennan O'Neill, but we've got to see what happened with the Rock as well.
And he hopped.
Fakes a forehand shot, goes to the back end.
While getting hit as well. The 20th goal of the season.
But on what we thought was a Grennan goal, Bushi was called in the crease. And obviously the Rock didn't see anything wrong with that call. They agreed with it because they didn't throw the flag.
So here's Grennan trying again. Went for the bouncer. He's 1 point shy for 100 in his NLL career.
And that's one of the things you got to love about lacrosse, although the Rock fans might not like it right now, how quickly things can change.
Yes, just like that. Simpson out of the box. Philadelphia will have a shortened power play for 39 seconds. Number 1 power play in the NLL. You have Mitch Jones at the point. They're cycling it around the circle. Watch out for Esoterics. There's Jones. One to shoot. The top and whoa. Holochuk, he looked behind him. A stop in the Rock will have possession here, trying to kill off the rest of this penalty.
That Philadelphia goal by Brennan O'Neill, the #1 draft choice, draft pick in the last draft. Only the second American picked #1. He's one of the top rookies in the league.
He's looked good. We're back to even strength. The Rock almost having that stick knock. Did Bushi. Deacon Knott has looked fantastic in relief of starter Nick Damuth. There's Sellers. They have Corbeil. And another mistake by Corbeil. Looks a little out of sorts.
Yeah, that's...
And here's Toronto on the transition. Quick, there's a chance. Rogers puts it back. Toronto now gets set up.
You said it. There's been a few mistakes from Corbeil, but as a team, I'm not exaggerating to say Philly's turned it over 8-9 times.
Yeah, no, you're right. Grennan going from right to left side. There's Josh Dawick. 8 seconds to shoot. Craig from the point, off the post, and right back to Knott. Saved by Steele. And now Philly quickly scampering back down the floor. There's Simpson. No time to rest. Holochuk's stick got knocked. Didn't get through. Collects his own rebound there off the boards. Gets smashed. Ball free.
Defense by a couple of Rock players.
The physicality.
Elijah Gash used his strength.
Mazuka, with the feed. Found Dawick, but it was just a little too hot to handle there. Couldn't corral it in.
This is turning into a track meet.
This is a lot of fun. We're only in the second quarter, folks. 4-2 wings. And you have O'Neill. The bodies are moving all over the place. We got motion. Holochuk squares up and makes the save. Loose ball. Scooped by Toronto. That's Billy Hostrauser. He's going to wait for the offense to come on. He will go off. It's Corey Small. He has one tonight. Player lost his helmet.
Oh, my.
Bushi. All alone. Couldn't quite get a clean shot.
Bushi totally took advantage of a player losing his helmet.
Yeah, Ryan Wagner.
But still, great save by Knott.
His stick and helmet remain on the floor. There's Craig.
I think Bushi had part in that.
Yeah. Small. With the bouncer.
It was a bit main reason that helmet did come off.
Whackton tried to take advantage, yeah. Being double teamed. How did he keep it? Corey Small. Unreal. Getting double teamed and hacked. 1 second to shoot at the buzzer there. Into the Wings logo. Deacon Knott says no. Toronto leads Philadelphia 4-2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN+.
We're here to sweat the details, to test and retest. Because when you're known for speed and reliability inside, you need to deliver speed and reliability outside, in all kinds of weather, all year round. Because if it can handle all of this, it can definitely handle this. Introducing Aero Outdoor 7. Aero, the way Wi-Fi should be.
NLL Plus is here and it's free. The league's new streaming service offers fans around the world access to live games, full game replays, highlights, and exclusive content. Sign up today at NLL.com/plus.
Four to 2 is the score for the Toronto Rock, leading the Philadelphia Wings. And Shanny, we have seen just about everything here. A goal we thought for the Toronto Rock with Grennan. It wasn't. Philadelphia goes back the other way, takes advantage by O'Neill. It's been a track meet ever since.
Yep, and then that last shift we were talking about, defender losing his helmet, his stick, his glove, and a big save by Knott.
And the Wings will start off this drive here. Under 8 to play in the half. You got Caputo on the floor, O'Neill as well. Over the top and wide, but getting their own rebound. Holochuk wasn't fooled, slid over and collects. Kearney, line drive pass finds Jubenville. Catches Latrell Harris inside. Harris and scores! Number 93, Latrell Harris makes it 5-2 Toronto.
The way he picked that top corner, it's hard to believe that's just his second goal of the season. You know, you and I have commented a number of times, it's so nice to see him run on transition. Harris, he looks like he can run over everybody if he chooses to. This time he just takes an outside shot. Top corner, no trickery, just blasted in that top corner.
Just straightforward, academic. And Latrell Harris, his athleticism, Shanny, you mentioned it. He looks like he's a linebacker or a running back out there with the moves he can do, but kept it nice and simple there. T.D. Erlin getting almost held there by Burton. Hatton is able to capitalize for Philadelphia, but loses possession.
That's another
turnover. Here's Toronto. There's Darlison with the pass and scores! Back the other way! Darlison found Boucher streaking off the bench. And it is 6-2 for the Rock.
You know, I mentioned a few weeks ago, I thought Boucher played the best game I've seen him play all season. He's been very engaged in this game too. Almost had a goal that last shift. We're talking about when the helmet was gone, but I love the way Toronto just picks up this ball quickly and makes the move. That's Jake Darlison who puts it into Boucher and one times it in to make this a 6-2 lead.
6-2 lead, and Shanny, 6 different goal scorers for Toronto, so really spreading things around here. On the infraction, it is Toronto ball off the face-off. You have the captain, Challen Rogers, on the floor. Corey Small on the right wing, back pedals, receives. Clicks with Rogers, who gets rid of it. Small takes it from Dower. At the point, Toronto still forced out. 12 on the shot clock. Boucher tries to set a pick. Small through a screen. Kick save by Knott. And Small knocks the ball free. Philadelphia, can they come up with it? Eventually they do. There's Wagner. Davis Allen tried to set a pick in that neutral zone. There's Reseteris. Had what he thought was a goal called back. Point blank range. Holochuk outside the crease. Feeds Kearney. Kearney one-on-one. Puts his shoulder down, twist to the point. And a laser release by Dawick, but it was wide. Picked up by Philly.
Dawick had his eye on that top right corner, just missed.
Just off the mark. There's Simpson. Yeah, Bressanter's at the top 2. He receives it. 8 to shoot. Up close, and knocking into Holochuk.
And I think he's going to get a penalty for that.
On the follow through, let's see.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be Philly, unless Toronto starts something with it. Interference, goaltender interference.
Philadelphia penalty number 92. 2 minutes goaltender interference.
From Sam Leclerc.
Now watch, you could argue that, no, I don't think you could argue he was pushed in at all.
He jumped after. Watch.
You know, and even if it's just the momentum from his shot, that's his problem. He cannot.
That's right.
He cannot do that. The only defense you can ever have is you're pushed in the goalie, and he definitely wasn't there.
Brock with a 4-goal lead now at the power play. Went for the behind the net pass, but
yeah, that's a play that, well, you see the Rock many teams use so often, but that was good job by the Philly defender to intercept or at least deflect that pass.
Intended Dawick to Bushi, and now the Wings get a chance to kill off a chunk. Bressanter.
Sowers really wants that ball, and you could see when he gets used to this league, he can be pretty dangerous.
His footwork. That's an ankle breaker right there. Look how quick, whoa.
I was talking to his coach, Ian Rubles, and he said that Sowers is just so skilled, but he said a couple of weeks ago, he got no points in a game, and he said that was the first time in his life. So like he really was humbled by this game, but he really respects it.
Yeah.
And I said, is he all in? I guess he's a field lacrosse player, just learned the game, and he goes, oh yeah, he's all in.
Well, and you saw the different delivery points on his shots tonight. One almost looked like a bit of a push, so quick release.
Well, that's the other thing Rubel said. He goes, I'm not really sure if he's a righty or a lefty because he shoots equally well either way. Like, you know, Tom Schreiber, we've seen that too.
35 seconds on the power play remain for Toronto. Almost given away. Rogers, 2 to shoot. Jumping, diving, scoring! A superhero goal from Bushi on Marvel's Superhero Night. His second of the evening.
Just a couple seconds left on the shot clock. Instead of taking the outside shot, they give it to Bushi, who tries to dunk. I'm going to bet that Philly's going to throw a flag. I'm not saying it's not good, but you know, whenever there's a play from behind the net, you got to watch your feet before and after. And I don't think we've seen a flag thrown, and from what I've seen, I think it's a good goal.
I saw green there. No cape required for Bushi as he leapt through the air.
And Bushi, he's had so much bad luck. How many times has he scored, or teammates have scored big goals when Bushi gets called for being in the crease?
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, that one that was called back on Grennan just a while back. That was Bushi in the crease.
Yeah. His second of the evening, though, there. He's got extra pet now. You got Rogers moving. Power play goal as well for Toronto. And Rogers went for a one-hander. Knocked away by the defender. Here comes Philadelphia. There's Patton. One of the 2 Philly goals. Patton might do it himself. He does. Kick save. Denied by Holochuk. And here comes Toronto. There's Weir. Weir with a pass, diving, and said it was in the crease anyway, did the official for Brad Cree. We'll step aside momentarily. 7-2 Rock up on the Wings. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN+.
The NLL is now on the ESPN app. Download the app or visit ESPN.com for the latest news, schedule, and scores. Andy and Shani, earlier today at Shoot-Around, I talked to head coach of Philadelphia, Ian Rubel, about the shooting percentage from Philadelphia earlier in the season when they were having lots more success. He said it was something unsustainable, 20-25% they were capitalizing on, but now it's dipped to a point that he never thought they would be. And he said the difficult thing is in previous games, going through film and looking for things to correct. He said we go through film and we see solid chances, so we have to ask the players to trust the process, the game plan, and hopefully drop a few more than they have in the last couple of matches.
Well, and being outshot right now, 35-14 by the Rock.
And it's a bad combination when your shooting percentage is low and you've only taken 14 shots.
Right. That's not gonna help your cause. There's O'Neal using that big body. 7 to shoot. Philadelphia pressing in, hugging that post was Holochuk, who's looked really sharp tonight. Bouncer to Kearney, right side. There's Dan Craig, he has one tonight. Relieves it from Rogers, now receives it back. Craig, put to the left wing. Boucher with a nice pick. Shovel pass to Craig. A little bit of space here. Craig winding, spinning, and into the belly of Knott. Stands his ground. Wings racing up the floor here. Sellers. You got Patton with him on the left. There's Resetaritz. The one-touch toss there from Reardon. And Philadelphia will keep possession. There's Resetaritz.
I think we've got some offensive guys stuck on the floor for Toronto.
And Holochuk, that almost looked like a knuckleball, sort of floated.
And Nathan Grennan was stuck playing defense, but he picked up that rebound.
There's Martin off the bench, and shot scores! Josh Dalek! Another soaring in off the bench. And he buries it. Second of the night, 31st of the season.
Another transition goal. This time it's Josh Martin coming up the floor. Dalwick off the bench. He comes across hard and goes back short side. It's a guessing game for the goalie, because
right,
you take short side, they go far side, and things are going right for Josh Dalwick. His 31st goal of the season. What a season he's having.
Absolutely, and hey, that's the new skills we're seeing him develop and grow as a player, and a clutch player for this Rock team throughout this year. Adding this skill set off the back door to his repertoire. Now here is Philadelphia. You see the urgency starting to pick up. Now down by 6 with under 2 minutes to play in the opening half. Got Resetaritz there. Some room, chose not to shoot it though. Carlson on him. And another miscalculation by Philadelphia. Off the mark pass, loose ball scramble in front of the referees. There's Gash. We got penalty coming up.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive by Elijah Gash.
Kelly! Are you fucking kidding me? That's not a penalty. Toronto minor penalty, number 81, 2 minutes boarding.
And sometimes, you know, big, strong guy. You know what? I don't even think he hit the boards.
No, he was with Caputo.
Like, he pushed him down. I could maybe buy a check from behind, but that's not boarding. I don't even think he touched the boards. But it's a break for Philadelphia.
And their #1 NLL ranked power play. See if they can utilize that. Intercepted. It's Latrell Harris. Latrell Harris, watch, he has one tonight. There's Weir. Harris is trying to create some room. There's Jubenville. There's Crete.
And that's where you make a decision, and Harris made it. Do you use the transition, or do you try to kill 30 seconds? He decided he'd kill 30 seconds. Although the way he scored on his last goal, I'd consider taking that shot.
With his athleticism, Shanny, I green light him all the time, but you can't argue as well with the strategy of it.
It's a conservative play. Yes. You know, when you're short-handed, you got a big lead.
You're up. Why chance it? Yeah. 50 seconds to play in the opening half. Philadelphia, beautiful behind the back pass, and stopped by Holochuk. Keeps it. Looping pass to Harris. Crisp pass. Found Rogers. 33 seconds on the game clock. 14 on the shot clock. And Toronto has 43 seconds left to kill as well in that penalty to Gash. Rogers, 4 to shoot.
Well, Philly's not going to give him anything.
No. And just sends it right back. And timeout by Philadelphia with 13.6 seconds left. And 32 seconds on the power play for the Wings as well.
Now, I'm not even sure if they'll bother taking out Deacon Knott here, because the downside of pulling your goalie with 13 seconds to go when you're on the power play is you only want to take one shot. Where if they keep him in the net, they'll shoot as soon as they get a chance, even if it's 4 seconds into it. So I think they're going to keep Knott. I'd keep Knott in the net, play the 5-on-4. You know, maybe pull him with about 5-6 seconds to go.
And we'll have to see what the game plan is there. And coming up at the half, here we go. We'll have some highlights and analysis, lacrosse tic-tac-toe, and of course, out-of-town scores. So make sure you don't go anywhere. And this has been quite an opening 2 quarters.
Jones and Small are playing tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
The 2 guys we picked as players to watch.
That's right. So you get to see them live on the floor, and then some tic-tac-toe fun halftime games as well.
I should not be ref or coaching in the NLL for Philly, because they've decided not to do what I said. So you know what they are going to do, I would suspect. They'll play one guy kind of as a safety.
Keep him back a little bit.
But watch me be wrong again. and you know, that's not a bad idea, because if they keep one guy back as a safety so that Toronto's not scoring on a long shot, he can run into the play later on, like when there's just a few seconds left.
Right, if something happens, yeah. Okay, they're getting sorted here. And they've changed the shot clock to 15 seconds. So 2 extra.
Oh, so they're just going to play for 1 shot.
Okay, yep. Resetaritz at the point. Resetaritz, high pass, finds Holochuk with the kick save. 1 second left, and that'll bring it in. And a huge hit to end the half, and it's not over yet. Philly, Toronto getting physical. That was a big smash right at the end with the helmet coming off of the Philadelphia player.
And who was that for Toronto? Was it?
I was trying to see the angle. It might have been Cree. Yeah, I think it was Cree there, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's Mitch Jones.
Couple big 6'3" guys there, 200+ pounds. Let's have another peek. So there's Cree there, yes. So half.
Okay, it's not Jones though. I didn't think it was that bad.
He got roughed up, didn't like it.
He was going for the stick.
Sam Leclerc.
Sam Leclerc. I mean, it looked to me like Cree was going for a stick and gave a push with his hand. But from what they called as boarding a few minutes ago, that was probably more aggressive than that.
Right. So we've had some physicality. We've had a track meet, fantastic saves, goaltender switch for Philadelphia. And let's send it down to Ashley Docking. Ash?
Thank you so much, Andy. Chris, you guys have 8 goals, 6 different goal scorers. What's allowed for you to spread the wealth?
Yeah, we're moving the ball well. I think, I think most games we're moving the ball quite well. I think last game in Vancouver we had some lulls, so we're just trying to clean that up, and it's been working tonight so far.
What do you think the biggest difference was from the first half in Vancouver to here, where you went down 8-2 at one point?
I think just keeping a certain level of intensity every shift. I think, you know, the more we can keep our momentum on our side of the floor and in our bench, I think that's what's going to be helpful.
Thank you so much. Good luck in the second.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ashley. 8-2 the score. Toronto Rock leading the Philadelphia Wings. We have highlights, analysis, and a whole lot more coming up. Don't go anywhere. At halftime, you're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN+.
Game day experience that is perfect for all ages. Go to your favorite team's website or visit nll.com/tickets and experience the excitement for yourself today.
This is your life without Eero.
Oh, come on.
The Wi-Fi's out again.
This is the worst.
Not now.
And this is your life with Eero.
Oh, come on.
Why would you do this to us?
This is the worst.
We can't improve everything in your life, but we can improve your Wi-Fi. It's fast, reliable, and now available outside your home. Eero, the way Wi-Fi should be.
The NLL's March to May is here. 14 teams fight for 8 playoff spots. The march continues now through April 19th.
A blustery night just up the road from downtown Toronto here at the Paramount Fine Food Center. Toronto Rock 8, Philadelphia Wings 2. Andy McNamara alongside Brian Shanahan. And Shanny, what a start to this game. We saw right off the bat, Toronto got going.
Yeah, and we're talking about the Rock's offense has been suffering. Schreiber not playing first 5 minutes. This is what happens. Corey Small, I believe this is the first shot in the game, outside shot, puts it in. 1-0 for the Toronto Rock. Watch this, next time Corey Small is gonna get it. Is he gonna shoot? No, gives it to Craig, he puts it in. Fools everybody. And then this nice play. Dowett goes to the net, scoops back to Rogers, outside shot, 3-0 for the Rock. At that point, the shots were 10-0 for the Rock, and they made a goaltender change. They took Damoud out, and they put Deacon Knott in. He's played well, although the Rock has kept up the pace.
And one of the factors for the Rock to be able to get that quick start and keep it going is face-off success.
Yeah, we sort of had a feeling going into this game T.D. Erlin might dominate, and he has. He's won 9 out of 12 face-offs, 75%. I mean, Burton digs for him, works hard on him, makes him earn them, but when you're getting the ball 75% of the face-offs, you're getting a lot more possessions. And we saw long stretches, especially early in the game, where Philly never even got to play offense. Toronto would score, win the face-off, score, win the face-off.
Well, and that's part of that 10-0 shot advantage that they had early on as well. So up from his season average of 60%. Now, Philadelphia did eventually score, Shane. And the second one was a beauty from Brennan O'Neill.
Yeah, it was a beauty, and it was when we thought the Rock had gone up 5-1.
Right.
The crease call, Brennan coming off the bench, pass to him, watch this fake, and around the back to put it in. That's a pretty goal for the rookie. I believe he's got his 20th goal of the season, so he's having a great season.
Well, you're right. Nathan Grennan, we thought scored, came back, caught everyone flat-footed and buried it. Take a look at the stat line here.
Yeah, look at those shots, and I think those are a little bit generous for Philadelphia. Face-off wins. Is there anywhere really the Rock is not dominating?
Well, and one of the biggest factors, I think, tonight has been Toronto shutting down that Philadelphia power play, which is top in the NLL. We'll take a break, come back, more halftime. Rock lead the Wings 8-2. You're watching the NLL on ESPN, TSN+. Let's swing around the NLL right now, Shanny. See some ones in the books and a couple coming up.
Yeah, Buffalo, who clinched a playoff spot yesterday, is beating Albany 6-4. Albany's in a similar situation to Toronto and Philly. And I guess, Buffalo beat Vegas last night. Halifax and a barn burner against Ottawa last night, and a few late games tonight.
Well, folks, coming up, 2 sharpshooters, 1 challenge, 2 guys you're watching tonight. The Philadelphia Wings' Mitch Jones and the Toronto Rock's Corey Small go head-to-head in a game of lacrosse tic-tac-toe, brought to you by Eero. Who will connect the dots and claim the win? Let's find out.
All right, next up, 2 of the sharpest shooting lefties in the game from the Philadelphia Wings. We've got Mitch Jones from the Toronto Rock, Corey Small. I hear this is a match making in the years. You guys know the rules, tic-tac-toe. But before we decide who goes first, rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I knew he was trying to throw a reverse psychology at me here.
There we go.
Go top left off the pipe, hit the middle one, walk off the third.
Ooh. There we go.
I don't know why I'm this nervous for this.
There we go, that counts. That counts. I didn't make the rules, but it counts.
Not the one you wanted, but.
It's just a good shot.
Top
Under his
right.
toes.
Ow.
Trying to get the bottom corners, but.
Oh, that's game. That's game. That's game.
No shutout, that's all right.
Of course.
Easy game. Easy game.
A massive first half for the Toronto Rock at a time where they really needed it the most, up 8-2 against the visiting Philadelphia Wings. And here's Toronto's upcoming schedule, brought to you by Hotel Planner. They take on Las Vegas April 6th. Vegas, the only team in the NLL to be eliminated from playoff contention. Then they play Vancouver, who just got a boost with Christian Del Bianco. Halifax will certainly be looking to exact revenge on April 18th. And then Rochester, the final game of the season, will be on April 19th at Rochester. Now, I got a chance to catch up with both coaching staffs at the half. Let's start with Philadelphia. Ian Rubel said, quite frankly, it wasn't good enough. I don't think it's a surprise that he was disappointed with his team's performance. He said, low energy, we're being outworked, and every facet of our game needs to be better. Now for the Toronto Rock, a few more smiles down in the tunnel for them, as you can imagine. Caught up with Bruce Codd, and he said the one thing that he really liked from his team, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, is that pressure that they're applying to the Philadelphia defense. He said, we do not want any instance where it goes from the goalie to half in one pass. So our offense is taking part in that with a bit of pressure. Our defense is really getting on hands, and it's allowed us to be successful in transition.
Thank you, Ashley. As we are getting ready for the second half here. And if you're just joining us, you missed a tremendous opening two quarters. 8-2, Toronto with the lead over Philadelphia. And Shani, this is a case and a perfect example where lacrosse is such a game of run and momentum. This is far from over. Philly can come out sharp.
This is an important part of the game for Philadelphia. They've got a two-man advantage, albeit for 18 seconds, and they got to win the face-off. But this is where they got to get these guys in and get the ball off TD Erlin so they can use that 5-on-3 before Elijah Gash gets out of the penalty box.
That's right, and Brad Cree was sent to the box at the end with that scuffle. And so TD Erlin, who's won 9 of 12, 75% success rate from the dot, 60% on the season, one of the best face-off men in the business.
And it looks like Phil Caputo and another Rock player, I can't see from this angle who went there, but those two wipe out. Toronto got the extra penalty from Brad Cree at the end of that quarter, or the end of the half.
That beautiful overhead shot, and here we go. It is taken by TD Erlin. Another face-off win as he races into Philadelphia territory, taking on all three men, being hacked and chopped, and still keeps it.
Oh, and he got called for protecting the ball.
And it'll be Philadelphia possession here, and it'll be...
Gash is on in just a second.
Yep, and that is done. So your regular power play 5-on-4, but one chance, and they got it as Gash before he came back. We're able to score, and under a minute in power play, it is the Philadelphia Wings.
And that is Leclerc putting it in. Sam Leclerc, the guy who took all the punishment late in the half. And he just sees, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this extra space while I still have it. You see, Gash hadn't got back close enough yet for the Rock to convert that triangle into a box and take away Leclerc. So it was a smart heads-up play by him.
11th goal of the season. Yeah, just a moment of another 1.5 seconds, and you wouldn't have had that.
But the advantage for the Rock is the fact that, because Gash was on the floor, that penalty takes Cree out of the box. So we're all even again.
Right. So back to even. 8-3, but Philadelphia quickly on transition, a shot. Holochuk slides over and is able to keep it out. Ryan Wagner on that. Now here is Toronto. Jubenville kicks it over center. You got Josh Dawick, goes a pair tonight. Yeah, Bucci trying to set a pick. Dawick, a little bit of space. 10 to shoot. Went to the weak side, up to the point, and just got harassed enough. Diving, Challen Rogers got stuffed when he went for the dunk from behind on former teammate DeSnoo. And there's Sellers. And O'Neill, who has one tonight, that beautiful behind-the-back goal we showed in the highlight package at halftime. Went for the sidearm shot, did Jones. Didn't quite get through. Gash with a big hit. Oh, Elijah Gash is feeling it today. He's throwing that big body around.
And, you know, I'm convinced that referees are watching because he just hits so hard.
Right, well, he's so big.
Yes.
That's the problem. So if you hit a smaller guy, right, Shani, your arms and elbows could be at a guy's head where maybe that's not even your intent. Corey Small from point-blank range. Nice stop by Knott. who remains in goal. Remember, it was Nick Damoud who started this game and got pulled. 2 minutes have expired in this third quarter. Here's Reardon, 6 feet, 200 pounds. Built like a fridge. Look how boxy he is. Behind the back shot, stopped by Holochuk. Beautiful save. And here's Gash. Streaming up the floor, went for the bounce, he'll head off. Yeah, Bushi left wing. And Rogers receives off the bench. Back to Bushi, Rogers trying to create some room. Bushi being pushed to that right side, 7 to shoot. Got Dan Craig, 3 seconds left, was looking for Bushi and it's picked off, and here come the Wings. Philadelphia rumbling up the floor. To McCannell. McCannell fires and a toe stop and rattles off the glass there. Here comes Toronto. Full head of steam. The rocket shot and scores! Not got a piece of it, but not enough. Martin. Justin Martin puts it away.
Oh, what a nice goal by Justin Martin. Stepped under the Toronto Rock last year, had a great rookie season, showed us his transition ability. Here, you're not sure he's going to make the pass, take the shot, and there's just so much power behind the shot that even with the save, oh my gosh, that's so tough for a defender watching that ball
watching it
go in, yeah.
Almost slow motion after it hit, but Martin puts it away. The Rock in their sharp Marvel superhero uniforms, specialty night. The Wings, white, silver and gold, and red.
Third goal of the season for Justin Martin.
And the Rock again really spreading the ball around when it comes to their goal scorers. Daubach to Harris, who's on the floor. Earned some more playing time, and right into the logo was not. He wasn't moving an inch. A lot of power behind the delivery of Latrell Harris. Chris Corbeil, former Rock player. Him and Desneux facing their former team for the first time since getting traded. And Leclerc gets hit after the pass. Gash getting physical. You have Mitch Jones in that right wing. Watch out for him. There's Caputo. Caputo being manhandled, and it's kept out. And we have a hold.
I'm assuming it's going to Toronto. Not sure who. There's the referee behind the play makes that call.
Let's see.
I don't think Toronto players know who it is yet.
The Toronto side of the penalty box is open.
And that looks to me like it might be Darlington. I was watching the big screen in the arena.
Well, no one's headed to the penalty box quite yet.
Who is it? It's number 20.
Toronto penalty number 22, 2 minutes, holding.
Oh, Darlington, like you said, Shanny.
We're going to see what the fans saw a second ago, and yeah, I guess that arm was too much on his shoulder. Hey, let's not forget, Philly's got the best power play in the league despite their problems.
Yep. Ranked number 1. They have 1 tonight. Look for 2. Holochuk said not there. You have O'Neal. There's Jones cycling behind the back pass. That was beautiful, but it was redirected up into the mesh. Great job by Cree to get just enough on the stick. That was a nice opportunity for Philadelphia.
And Reardon has been going for that play all night long.
Yeah, you're right.
Generally, he has a lot of success with that. Not
Rogers.
tonight.
Look at Rogers is powering his way, getting a hit, keeps moving. Wagner on Bushi. Minute 20 to kill for Toronto. Bushi going for a jog. And a rough one. Former teammate Desneux on him. You got Wagner now. Minute 5 to go on the power play. Cree manhandling Wagner on the way, almost an over and back. Patton here scored the first Philly goal tonight.
Well, the Rock put on a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Watch behind that net. Jones through a screen, didn't get through. There's Latrell Harris. It's a 2-on-1. There's Harris. He's sprinting, has Jubenville. Harris is going to do it himself. Bouncer just over top into the mesh. And we will take a quick break. 9:54 left to play. The Rock lead the Wings 9-3. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN Plus.
Don't miss any of the action this season. Head to NLL.com/tickets and get yourself front row seats to your favorite NLL team. All of the big hits, highlight reel goals, and star-studded matchups. That's NLL.com/tickets. And Andy, the fans here are getting a big-time show.
Oh, absolutely, Ashley. This has been quite a night. 9-3 for the home team in those superhero uniforms. But Philadelphia, Shanny, we see they can be physical. They're getting some good goaltending as well. And this is far from over.
Yeah, and we know that they've got a great power play.
Yeah.
And what we've seen lately is that the Rock has been taking penalties. I'm sure the Toronto Rock coaching staff must be happy with most of the things they've done this game. But if there's one thing they're probably telling them is that let's not start a parade to the penalty box.
Exactly, because that #1 NLL ranked power play is just the thing that can get Philadelphia back in this ballgame. They're going to be starting it from their own end. Assistant captain Mitch Jones, another terrific season for him. You were saying earlier, Shane, 2 90-point scores on this Wings team. Just too far for O'Neill there. Turnover, another turnover, and that's been one of the huge stories for Philadelphia. Causing those turnovers, self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, and you know, this is a time where Toronto could kill the rest of this penalty.
Yeah, 17 seconds left. Darlington rises to his feet in the penalty box. Shot clock and penalty timer are even. There's Dawick, has 2 tonight, spinning around left wing. 2 seconds left, and Bushi will just shovel it into the corner. Back to even strength. Just under 9 to play in this third quarter. O'Neill, stutter step, pulls back. Getting shoved by Gash. Elijah Gash is having a very physical game on defense. He's looked really sharp, despite a couple penalties. Gash went for the weak side, and really, Shane, when you're that physical, you rush a pass that you might not want to make or not deliver it how you'd want to.
Yeah, well, Brendan O'Neill is a big, strong man, and I don't think there's that many players that can handle him as easily as it looked like Gash was there.
6'2", but 250 pounds he's listed at as O'Neill.
Oh my gosh.
He's a truck. And Gash 6'4", about 220. 10 on the shot clock for Toronto. Looking again to double digits in the goals category here. There's Dawick. Went for the quick feed behind the back shot.
Oh, that was a sneaky little shot by,
by Craig. Quick as a hiccup, but didn't find the mark. And Philadelphia still battling. Racing trying to get over that center line, and they do.
And you know, Toronto has not always caused the turnover, but taking a lot of seconds off the shot clock by their pressure.
That's true, and giving them less time to set up. Trying to plant that foot. Harris lost his stick. Harris pushing. Oh, we have a... Oh, I thought there was a whistle there for a second. No, Jones went for a bouncer. That ball scrambling all over the place.
Good play by Harris. It's tough playing defense without a stick, because you know the referees are watching, just looking for that slightest hole.
Looking for that hole.
You can play it, but if your hands grab it all, they're going to call it.
He was disciplined. 14 on the shot clock. Bushi feeds Dawick. Dawick looking for help. You got Boucher trying to clear a path. 5 seconds, nothing there. Philadelphia getting physical. Dawick falling off old teammate Desnu. Boucher went for the quick sidearm. Not with the save.
That was a nice shot that he had the far side pegged.
Here's Desnu. Rumbling up the floor. Desnu switches hands. Being double teamed. Desnu being hacked. Pummeled by Hostrauser. Desnu keeps possession here. Still Desnu double team. Now it's knocked loose. And Toronto comes up with it. Well, do they? Kicked by Kearney. Kearney trying some hockey skills there. Misses. Whips on that. Stopped by Holochuk.
Well, it's such an odd feeling watching Mitch Desnu run up with the ball and not for the Toronto Rock.
Yeah, him and Corbeil.
And you got to know everybody at Toronto says he wants to shoot.
Definitely. Well, we saw him this season a couple times, right, Shanny? Just went in and confidently shot and scored. Rogers, ball got knocked. There's Dawick, got a lucky bounce. Dawick there, went 5-hole, scooped up, snared by Knott. Davis Allen. The jog over here. Got McCannell off the floor. Mitch Jones sidestepping his way in. Jones, and scores! What a feed! Ball on a string, and LeClaire gets his second of the night.
Well, Jones has had a quiet night. I think he's just got one assist up to that point, but what a nice play there. Shows his patience, just looking around. And LeClaire is coming off the bench now, and he just runs hard past his man. And Jones gives him a beautiful pass. And that's a lesson for Darlington. LeClaire just came off that bench and just went hard towards the net.
TD Early, look at him just squirm around there on Burton. Just phenomenal. In that face-off circle is TD Early. Harris cross-floor pass, clicks with him. He'll toss and head to the floor. You got Boucher now. There's the captain, Challen Rogers, with possession. Rogers cross floor, trying to get, not moving. And again, Rogers, another bullet one, and trying to slide him over again. Went for the feed, the Philadelphia player didn't see it. Underhand shot by Grennan, and whoa, is that in and out? Whoa, that was close, off the crossbar, Shandy.
Yeah, I believe that hit the crossbar.
Whoa.
Hit Holochuk and didn't go in. I think, I don't blame them for throwing the flag, but I don't think this was a goal from what I saw from our angle.
Interesting. So that was close, Shanny.
Yeah, so that one, it looked to me like it went off the crossbar and not in. Coach Ian Rubel thinks that it hits a mesh. We'll have a quick look and we'll have a commercial.
Is under review.
Interesting. We will sort that out. 9-4 Toronto up on Philly. You're watching the NLL on ESPN, TSN Plus. Let's take a look at this challenge on the non-goal originally, Shanny.
Yeah, and I think it's deceiving when you see the mesh move. And a lot of people say, I saw the mesh move. It must have gone in. Not necessarily. Sometimes just shaking that net.
So let's see the bounce. And I'm looking at that pocket in the top corner.
I think it's all bar.
Yeah.
And I will say it's because of what I saw sitting here from our angle up in the booth. To me, it looked like it was just bar.
And then when it came down, it did not go over the line. That's the other important.
Yeah, like if it did not go in here where we see the mesh move, then it's not a goal. So I think the referee has to determine, did that ball go all the way across the line on this shot? This might be interesting.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it crosses the line. I think, to me, that's the angle that's going to prove it to the referee.
Yeah, and that
happens a lot. Andy, sometimes the post getting hit makes the mesh move. And that's why everybody's, that mesh moved, I saw the mesh move.
It's the vibration from the shot.
Now think of how hard, I remember when we used to play where we had white lacrosse balls and white meshes.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what's going on. Up and the call originally, too, to remember, it has to be definitive to overturn. It was not a goal.
Yeah.
Was the call on the floor. So it has to be definitive evidence that it is a goal. Refs are finalizing their decision here.
The ball does not cross the goal line. No goal.
There you go. No goal.
Philadelphia loses its time.
Still 9-4 Toronto. And Philadelphia's upcoming schedule brought to you by Hotel Planner. See March 28th against Ottawa. And Shanny, this is a case where, like Toronto, you got to keep winning if you're Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think they got to win out. I mean, you could say they could possibly lose one game in their remaining. And I like when the referees come out and make a definitive call like that. He said the ball did not cross the line.
Right.
It's unsatisfying when they say it's inconclusive.
Inconclusive, right.
And I understand sometimes it is.
Right.
I just prefer to hear them say, this is what I saw.
I saw it. That's how it is. Live with it. And Philadelphia, if they want to make that playoff push, you're going to need calls like that to start going their way. You said it, Shanny. You got one game to sort of play with here if you're Philly. 9-9 is sort of that magic number for those teams on the cusp where you'd have to get a little help probably tiebreaker-wise. Top 8 teams make the playoffs, of course, in the NLL. There's Rogers. Rogers with a beautiful swim move. Sent back to the point for Dawick. Dawick through a screen. Bouncer. It's wide. Dawick couldn't get off the tip of his stick. Couldn't get it. Now it's a foot race here with Corbeil, his former teammate. Corbeil, when it's toe save, stoned him cold. Then Holochuk.
Oh, wouldn't that been interesting if Corbeil had put that in? He's been having a tough night, at least in the transition part of the game, and that would have felt very good if that bounced in for him.
He's had a few turnovers.
Although I'm not feeling sorry for that guy. He's had his share of winning.
Yeah.
For that Rush franchise.
Whoa! Ooh, my! And a riser behind the net. Might have hit. Well, it did hit. I'm not sure where, head or neck.
But yeah,
the Philadelphia player can't quite make out.
I was actually surprised he got up so fast.
That's how tough these players are. Come on, you get hit in the face and you, with that. And if you ever touch a lacrosse ball, it'll knock you out. Keeps going. Shane Simpson heads to the bench after taking that shot. And here's Harris on the near boards. Now see the athleticism of Harris. Look at that swim move. Just guys that dives underneath. What an athlete. He has one tonight.
Chasing his former teammate here.
On Desnu, who, as we know, is not afraid to shoot. Desnu and Harris, that ball is forced up and out. And again, Shanny, that physicality of the Rock forcing mistakes on Philadelphia.
And that was fun to watch. You know, Desnu took the ball off Harris, and Harris tracked him down all the way up the floor and returned the favor.
And returned the favor. Now it's Rock possession. 3:15 to go in the third. Dan Craig tries to create some space. Stopped there by Knott. He's looked good in relief overall, despite what's on the scoreboard.
I think the ball must have got stuck. Oh, there we go. We're going to have a face-off.
Oh. Okay.
Rare to see a face-off where the ball is there. And couldn't see from our angle, but I believe the ball must have gone out of play. It must have got stuck under the carpet or something.
It was on that near boards to us where we just out of our view. So TD Erlin, who's had a sensational season as a face-off man and quite a night overall. He's waiting.
A little less room than he usually has here.
Yeah, the boards are closer against Burton, like he has been all night. And just watch, folks. Watch early. Just look how he digs. Look at the technique. Spinning, gator rolling, shoveling it through like a rugby scrum. And in the end, though, Philadelphia comes up with it. And it's a 2-on-2. Whoa, fake the pass and scooped up nicely by Holochuk.
And we got a penalty behind the play. I think it's going to Toronto.
Toronto, the penalties keep getting racked up.
Is it Boucher, 21? Yes.
There's Boucher. Okay, we'll see. Try to sort out what happened behind the play. Our eyes, of course, are up front.
And let's hear what the referee says.
Toronto penalty number 21, 2 minutes roughing.
And these are the kind of plays that drive the coach crazy. You know, your game is going well. Boucher's having a great game, but you don't want to get sucked into this, especially if you're not taking somebody off with you.
Well, that's it, right? To give Philadelphia that extra life, because still 2:40 to go in this third and the fourth. Down by 5. That can change in just a few moments. You have Jones and Resetarits who are playing catch. Back to Resetarits. Jones creates a move. Swing and a miss. Was looking for Caputo. Oh, I heard steel clang. Rock ball. Crease violation, the call. There's Jubenville reaching over, able to corral that ball in, backpedaling. Minute 30 to kill for Toronto. Rock just playing a little keep away here. $10 on the shot clock. And you have Corey Small as well. Nice pick and roll, scores! Short-handed! And a fist bump from Nathan Grennan. And that should be his 100th career NLL point. Nathan Grennan with a gorgeous goal.
It sure was. We thought he had one earlier. He scored a big goal for the Rock a few weeks ago in Halifax, but not since then. And nice pick by Corey Small just to give Grennan that extra space to come around and take that shot on the run. And it's just an excellent shot and a bit of a dagger, the short-handed goal. And Philly knows they need to go on a little run.
And when you get that short-handed, especially, again, we've said it so many times, against the #1 ranked power play in the NLL, as TD Erlin is dragged to the ground. Boucher in the box thought it should have been a penalty. He was upset about that non-call. And Philadelphia getting possession off of all that. Well, a minute still with the man advantage for the Wings. $1:46 to go in the third.
The Rock is set up in a diamond.
Creeping in, Jones at the top of that diamond, now in motion. Here's O'Neill, the other side, and Holochuk, but it is picked back up by Philadelphia. So fresh 30. You have Resetarits with possession here, left wing. Finds O'Neill, cycles it to Jones, clicks back with O'Neill, bouncer, as this shot got redirected a little bit. There's a Shaw Harris with the swim move. Oh, lost the ball for a moment. Caputo, former Toronto Rock player, physical, but picked up anyway and dumped into the corner. 25 seconds on the power play remain for Philly. There's Mitch Jones. Meandering into Toronto territory. Resetarits. Jones getting a Holochuk, sliding over, read it all the way. Here comes Toronto. Jubenville turning on the Rockets. Oh, then the ball got knocked free. He's down flailing for it. There's Dan Craig. Who has it? Nobody. Now it's McCannell. 41 seconds to go. We're back to even strength. And sliding's McCannell in front of the Rock bench. Is that another penalty?
Yeah, and I don't blame Dan Craig's very frustrated for this one.
Not out of the cage, extra attacker on for Philadelphia. 24 seconds left in this third quarter. 6-on-5, Mitch Jones off the back of Challen Rogers, didn't get to the net. Toronto, and Brad Krieg gets it, and
Craig's going to get a penalty for hitting from behind.
Boy.
And
the parade to the penalty box continues for the Rock, Shanny.
On my first look, I don't blame Craig for being very angry about this. We'll see it again.
Penalty number 25, 2 minutes checking from behind.
Now watch Craig. Now, honestly, I don't think that's a hit from behind. I think it's a push.
Yeah.
And a player fell on his own.
Right. Well, Philadelphia's power play back on. Toronto scored shorthanded. The previous power play, 5 seconds and scores! The Wings, with 3.8 seconds left on the clock, get their 5th of the night. And it is on the power play.
And that was one they absolutely needed. They're going to go into that fourth quarter, unless we see a quick goal here.
Now, is it Sowers who gets it? Yes.
So let's watch here. Sowers just takes a shot, bounces it between the legs for Philly's second power play goal of the game with just 3 seconds left in the quarter.
We've been talking up Sowers all game.
Yeah, and unless somebody can win this face-off clean, they go for a very fast running shot.
Peter Irland does that, and he'll just hold on to it. They'll take the break. Toronto doubling up Philadelphia. 10-5, fourth quarter coming up. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN+.
We're here to sweat the details, to test and retest. Because when you're known for speed and reliability inside, you need to deliver speed and reliability outside, in all kinds of weather, all year round. Because if it can handle all of this, it can definitely handle this. Introducing Eero Outdoor 7. Eero, the way Wi-Fi should be.
The march for the playoffs continues. It's the NLL on ESPNU.
Lots of anticipation.
First, the Mammoth rush into the prairies.
Start the party!
Then the Thunderbirds soar into the Swarm's nest. Colorado at Saskatchewan on Saturday. It continues Sunday when Georgia hosts Halifax. It's the NLL March to May.
Next week, we have a doubleheader, double the action on ESPNU. It's Colorado versus Saskatchewan at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, followed by Halifax taking on Georgia at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Don't miss the March to May on ESPNU. Now, before Michael Sowers hit the Ivy League, he wore number 2. But when he got to Princeton, someone had that number. So he said, hey, take that and double it. I'll wear 22. It wasn't until he made the decision that he realized that, wait, that's Tom Schreiber's old number, something that no one was supposed to wear, something that was supposed to be untouchable. Sowers said, listen, I already decided I was going to go with it, so here we are. And listen, he did the number proud. He made 42 games in his college career before he hit the all-time leader in points record. Sowers made his NLL debut in February against Halifax, and he is somebody that this team has loved the transition from field to box, and quite frankly, he's been quite pesky here tonight against Toronto.
Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, Sowers, we've been talking him up. Quick feet, lots of athleticism, and as you said, Shanny, the coach isn't quite sure if he's lefty or righty, which makes him extra dangerous. Oh, and Desnew got smacked. We know he loves that shot. Ball rattles in front of the Wings bench.
We've seen quite a battle before the face-off there. Mazuka and I think it was Patton on Philadelphia. They're going at each other nasty.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Wouldn't mind if a couple of gloves dropped. Ooh, was trying for that far corner. Rest of Terrence. As the shot clock hits 0, he had his eye on that top corner. Just off the mark. Toronto ball here. 10-5 for the Rock.
Now you got to believe the Rock is going to do what they can to play a clean game in terms of penalties.
Well, they've been getting brutalized on the trips to the penalty box. Usually you have like a makeup one. Stop by not.
Well, you certainly, you know, I'm sure one of the things coach is saying, if you take a penalty, it better be in our end on defense.
Right.
Not at the benches, not in the offensive end. So those ones you can eliminate.
Yeah, save a goal type of thing. There's Sowers. What a space creator for Sowers. He gets rid of the ball there. Went for the screen shot. Lowered the shoulder and wide. And it will be, oh, I know they said the Rock touched it, so not an over and back. There's Toronto anyway. Billy Hostrauser gives to Martin. He scored tonight. The speedy sophomore. Boucher in motion. Craig trying to set up at the high point. Grennan going as well. There's Corey Small in that right wing. He has one tonight. Oh, underhand rocket. And it was turned aside by Knott. And coming back the other way, here's Simpson. Simpson, oh no, now some space and he runs out of it. Had a little bit of space, he hesitated, and the missed pass off the bench in transition. Can the Rock capitalize? There's Jubenville. You have Jubenville 2-on-1 with Mazuka. Jubenville scores! Off the wings mistake. Number 33 buries it.
Well, much like we saw earlier in the game when we thought Grennan scored and it went back down the floor the other way, this was a great opportunity for Philadelphia. Toronto gets the ball 2-on-1 right out of the Latrell Harris playbook.
Yeah.
He just looks off the pass and puts it in the top corner. And the Rock's transition players have done a great job tonight. We've got a goal by Latrell. We've got a goal by Justin Martin. We've got Jubenville.
Well, Shannon, you said it earlier as well. It's a guessing game by the goaltender at that point on the 2-on-1, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at T.D. Erlin. What a bulldog. Absolute bulldog. He just gets hacked and keeps possession. Sensational. Leclerc with the dish. Finds pace.
Jubenville's second goal of the season.
Toronto now up by 6. That was their 50th shot of the game, by the way. 50-31. Rustin Terrence missed it. Grabs it off the glass anyway. Rustin Terrence doesn't find anything he likes. Leclerc went for the screen wide left. Up high. And it's loose. Whoa, and almost tripped up. Here comes Toronto. There's Darlison. Darlison's going to stay back, and he's false. Shoots it up wildly, and it's intercepted. Coming back the other way, swing and a miss by Karina Simpson. Simpson has a chance. Simpson scores back the other way. Simpson through the legs of Holochuk. And the Wings get one back.
And much the same as what the last goal was, same thing.
Check out this sequence of events.
Bit of a rookie mistake by Darlington. If he's not sure where it's going with the lead, you want to make sure you don't give it away. Gives the transition. This time, Simpson is not laying up and pulling away from the shot. He takes the shot and puts it in.
He goes right into it. Kind of like a young quarterback, Shanny. You're going to get tackled, you just throw it up instead of throwing it away or something. And it got picked off, and it cost the Rock there. Lead cut to 5. 12-11 left to play.
Sometimes you have to experience these things on the floor to learn the lessons.
T.D. Erlin with another face-off win. Justin Martin will keep it, and he'll now deliver to Rogers, the captain. Heads off. Rogers sets up, trying to create some room again. Shovel pass. Oh, Rogers bobbled it. Down that left wing, 6 to shoot. Rogers puts his shoulders down. Rogers off center, and it goes off the knee of Desnu. Desnu line drive pass connects with Corbeil. 2 former Rock teammates connect here for Philadelphia. Getting sent over for a first-round pick in the 2025 draft. Sowers. Look at the movement by Sowers.
It's like covering a mosquito.
Yeah, I love that shit. Yes. He's now the mosquito. And O'Neal gets it knocked away. It's right, you can't buzz it. You just can't whack at him and swat at him. He keeps getting away and bugs you. Here's Bradley Cree. Cree has Patton with him, 18 to shoot. And they are eating up as much clock as possible. Is Toronto. And Rogers was slow to get up there. Heads to the bench.
You always worry when you're near the carpet, near the boards.
Whoa! A no-look shot!
What a sneaky goal.
Was looking at Dawick to pass it and just took the low sidearm, and Boucher gets the hat trick for number 21. Look at this.
That's a sneaky goal by Boucher. This is fairly late in the shot clock too. Look at all the Philly players. I mean, your goalie's got to stop that, but
I don't know where he found the room.
It's a nice, sneaky shot. You know, at Boucher, I find, when they're putting Damu back in.
Well, it looked like from that one angle, Shanny, it was the foot was there, but he left a little bit of space on that post, and Boucher was able to finish it. So
I find Boucher can be the most entertaining and the most frustrating player at times, because he does have a tendency to take some questionable penalties.
Right.
But you gotta love his game.
Well, he delivered there. Nick Damu back in between the pipes for Philadelphia. Oh, and that might have saved a goal.
Yeah.
Jubenville might have saved a goal out of play.
And Jubenville has played an excellent game. He's been one of the best Rock defenders. Very reliable. Scored a nice goal.
Right. Yeah, Tyler Burton was all alone there. If Jubenville's stick didn't get in the way. Just under 5 minutes has expired in this fourth quarter. Here's Rogers. Behind, went for the behind the net pass to Dawick that has worked so well and couldn't connect. Here's Sellers now with some room. Sellers. Intercepted. What a pick by Martin, who comes back the other way, racing up the floor on that right wing. Turnovers have been the story for the Wings tonight. Those self-inflicted wounds. There's Grennan. Grennan scores! Grennan plants that foot and lets it loose. Second of the night.
What a deceptive shooter he is. Second shot, second goal from the same area of the floor, and this as an even better shot than the last one. He makes a little room for himself with some help from the pick and just drills it into this top right corner.
And he lets that celebration fly too. This is a guy, Shane, remember, coming in just a few weeks ago looking for an opportunity. A lot of pedigree here, a lot of expectations, and now he's finding a home and delivering for the Toronto Rock.
Yeah, I watched him play a lot last summer, and I was really impressed with his game.
He's working his way in. There's Latrell Harris. 13-6 for Toronto. Up 52-32 in the shot category as well. There's Corey Small. That was a nice pick set for him. And it is denied. Craig, and a penalty coming up. Craig was held there, Shanny. That should go on Simpson, I believe. We will take a break, sort it out. 13-6, Rock up on the Wings. You're watching the NLL on ESPN, TSN+. NLL Box Out with Mackie and Coop. It's the league's new podcast, your home for player interviews, expert analysis, and all things NLL twice a week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Welcome back to Paramount Fine Food Center. Andy McNamara alongside Brian Shanahan and Ashley Docking. What a game we've had. 13-6 to score for Toronto, and it is a penalty for the Philadelphia Wings. And look at that unsung hero right there.
Yes, hoping to get his second win in his second start, or his third start, sorry, but first home win.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a penalty. I believe it was a hold on Dan Craig just before the break there as he was setting the pick. He was held on Simpson, and so now Toronto will get a power play. So what's the strategy here, Shannon? You got a sizable lead. Is it still try to score aggressively, eat up some clock, bit of both?
Yeah, I think a bit of both. You want to take your time moving around, but still take your shots.
Corey Small kicks it to Rogers, who creeps in. And, whoa! That might have gone off the crossbar there. That was real close. Here's Holochuk. You got Corey Small with 16 goals in his last 6 games, including this one. Dahlwick gets banged around, scampers away. Dahlwick behind the back pass and a beauty. There's Dahlwick again. Feeds creeping in as Toronto. 8 seconds left. There's Dan Craig back to the point. 5 seconds now. Small to Dahlwick. Oh, tic-tac in toe! Yes, it is in! Toronto with the 14th, and it's on the power play. Dan Craig, second of the night.
And this is a beautiful goal and a great pass by Dahlwick, who's, I believe this is 7th point.
Wow.
His 5th assist, but watch Craig gets, I was going to say he got knocked down. He fell on his own. He gets back up, gets his stick ready. Dahlwick fakes the shot. And sometimes when you're late in the shot clock, the defense, goal, everybody thinks he's got to take a shot. Well, he makes that pass instead, and it turns into a goal.
10th goal of the season you see there, and on the power play.
And that's the 3rd straight goal for Toronto. So just when Philly needed to go on a run,
yeah,
Toronto has.
Goes the other way. 2nd power play goal of the game. Whoa, here we go! We got a fight right now. All right. It's Ryan Wagner, and it's Brad Cree. Wagner, the helmet top. Cree lays the lumber on the left. He's underneath. Spears him into the goal, and they're both down. Wagner ends up on top, but Cree got a couple good uppercuts underneath. And they both get up. Philadelphia, Toronto. That old school physicality. Both met up, and they jog off, and you see the red marks on the face of Wagner from the fists of Brad Cree.
Well, you knew it was going to happen somewhere. I didn't know which combatants it would be.
I thought it'd be Billy.
You thought it'd be Billy. I thought maybe Elijah Gash.
Yeah.
But Brad Cree can handle himself as well.
6'3",
so
220.
could Wagner.
Yeah.
Cree was definitely getting more shots in. Wagner went to the wrestling move for the takedown. Let's try to watch how it starts. The top of the zone. Oh, yeah.
Like, okay. Here we go. Helmet comes off.
It definitely looks like Wagner wanted to go, and Cree was game.
Cree was game for it, with the helmet still on. And then a little Bill Goldberg spear into the back of the net. Well, I have to say, Shannon, I've been waiting for one of these all season. So there you go.
Hey, Andy, it might not be over. I know it would make your season if Billy Hostrauser got involved.
That's right. Number 91, Billy Hostrauser, one of the toughest customers.
We should talk about the fact that not only is the Rock playing to try to get in the playoffs, they want to go on a run.
We have a 5-minute major that we're going to review.
Oh, okay.
Now what's there to review on? You think they're unless it's an extra one somewhere? I don't know.
I'd like to know what they're going to review.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is, Toronto's got 3 first-round draft choices next year. They've got their own, they've got Philadelphia's, and they've got Vegas. They play Philly today, so they want the teams that they have their draft. They want them to finish as low in the standings as possible.
Right.
So they're doing themselves a favor by beating Philly tonight. Next week they play Vegas, who's in last overall so far.
Yep.
They got to win that. They'd love to put, they'd love to have the first draft choice if Vegas finishes last overall. And of course, in doing that, they would like to suddenly climb, hey, maybe we're even in the playoffs.
Well, you do that. If we look ahead briefly here, Shane, 5-9. Then if you beat Vegas, you're 6-9. You're helping your draft status, getting high up, possible first overall pick. And you keep going to the playoffs, right? So could be on tap for quite a run.
So this is off the face-off. Let's take a look at this. That's a high hit.
Oh, wow.
And I'm assuming, now was that Wagner who...
Now that's, let's see. So there's
if you can figure out what number makes this hit.
Yeah, Erlin. I don't know if Erlin was even looking there. His head snapped back. So that, okay, there's Burton.
It's not 17.
No.
It's...
Can't see the number. See, Philly, on those jerseys, they don't have the number on the side, so it's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like it could be a shoulder to the head.
Yeah, that's...
And that's what the referee's looking at. And the 5-minute major gives the refs the ability to review.
Right.
And they could keep it as a 5.
Yeah,
I think they're going to keep the 5 in this play.
I just want to see the number. 94. So Ryan, so it was Wagner. So that must have been what sparked it. And then
although it almost looked like Wagner started that fight.
Yeah, after that. Okay, let's hear it.
After review, we have a 2-minute illegal body check.
Well, he obviously felt like 5-minute wasn't warranted.
Oh, Brad Cree. He is still mouthing. He is going after Wagner.
So I want to know why Cree is.
Yeah, what's happening to Cree? Are they ejecting him?
I don't know if he's ejected or leaving for repairs.
See if there's any more explanation. Okay, there's...
Looks like we're playing 5-on-5
Yeah.
if I'm understanding the ref's signal to the benches.
I want to see if why Cree left. Yeah, Shanny, is it like a equipment repair? Is he kicked off? What's...
Okay. Cree got 2 5 and a 10.
Wow.
So I guess rather than sitting in the penalty box for that 10.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting. Because we saw Wagner with the hit, so he'll pick up the extra 2, right?
Yeah,
as
Wagner
well
got
as
the 2. I didn't think Cree instigated that fight, though.
It looked to us that Wagner wanted the fight after making the hit on Erlin, but the officials are still chatting here as the players come back on the floor. Wow. Well, I believe we've had just about everything you can have in a lacrosse game tonight.
And it's not over yet.
There's still 8 minutes left, folks. There is still 8 minutes left in this game with the added, not just that these two teams now are amped up against one another, but as we've said, the playoff implications. Philly has this, if they lose this, they have to win out the rest of the way. Toronto has to win out to even have a chance. And they're up 14-6.
And we are playing 5-on-5, but Toronto's taking a penalty. Delayed call.
And now Damoud is out of the bench, and they are going to sit back as Holochuk just keeps it out of the cage.
So a slashing penalty for Toronto.
Another penalty for the Rock, yeah.
I think it's Justin Martin this time.
Toronto number 24, 2-minute slashing.
And I don't know if the fans at home could hear, but they did call Cree for instigating that fight.
Interesting.
So they gave him the 2 for instigating. They gave Wagner the 2 for the illegal hit. That's why they're playing 5-on-5. Toronto is now short-handed because of the Martin slash.
The Martin slash. Okay, but I think we got it sorted out. Philadelphia with the ball here. And another power play opportunity. Resiterit's at the point. He missed it. And just kept in from that center line for an over and back call. Kept it. That's O'Neill there. There's Jones, who's had a couple nice assists, but not much on the scoring front. Off the backside of his own teammate. That shot did not get through. 1 second to shoot. Wide for the point. And shot clock. They're going to count it. Now that's close, Shanny. They're going to count that goal, but I thought I heard the shot clock go. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Martin's coming out. And I see and a challenge, yep. Head coach Matt Sawyer from the Toronto Rock. I think that shot clock hit 0.
And these are usually easy for the referee to determine.
Yeah, you just kind of follow the countdown of the shot clock there in the replay.
The Rock have challenged the ruling on the floor of a good goal.
So we'll have to be now watching our stopwatches.
Yeah, and I doubt that the Rock, watched the replay and I think it's just instinct. They said, let's check it
The
out.
previous goal is under review for the 32nd expiring.
Because when that shot got released, that was my feeling.
My instinct was the goal was on time. But we'll see here. These ones are pretty easy to figure out.
And the officials agreed with you. So let's see. 2, 1.
And the ball's got to be in the net. It's not like basketball.
Right. Okay, so we're seeing still one on the screen.
So it's going to be a long last second. Let's see where that ball is. Did you see? The ball didn't go in, did it? Okay,
they rewound.
Okay, they're starting at 2.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
starting at 7.
Jeez.
Come on, referees. We don't need that much.
We don't need that much time. We're seeing what the officials are seeing right now, folks at home. So this is what the referees are watching and rewinding. 1.
No goal.
See, look right there. Boom.
Oh,
there you go.
You see on the left of your screen how quickly Chris Williams decided, no goal. But Philly's still on the power play.
Philly is still on power play for 1:30. And have 2 power play goals tonight.
There's 30-second shot clock expired before the ball crossed the goal line. We got no goal.
And the crowd erupts.
Toronto remains with 1 challenge.
And a tremendous turnout here at Paramount Fine Foods.
Interrupted the crowd singing Sweet Caroline.
They got the phone lights out.
Yep.
Tremendous atmosphere here.
I was impressed. They stopped their song to cheer that call.
That's right. Now they can get back into it. The lights are out. The fans are celebrating. And we still have over 7 minutes to go in this phenomenal battle that's getting more physical by the second. There's Challen Rogers pushing his way in behind the back, shot wide. Then Craig trying to scoop it up.
And that shot hit the stick, so they get a reset. Hit the goalie's stick.
Mitch Nisnu is on it. Dan Craig, loose ball scramble. Who's got it? Nobody yet. Rogers is in on it. Dan Craig's in on it. Philadelphia has it. There's Simpson off his foot in front of the referee circle. He'll scoop it up. Avoided a fast break. Resetaritz. Sowers. Sowers back here. Resetaritz at the point. Sowers behind the back pass. 7 to shoot. High corner. Count it. LeClaire with number 3. A hat trick for Sam LeClaire.
Well, Sam LeClaire is probably the only guy on this Philly team who's had a hot stick today.
Yeah, and 2 of them on the power play.
And this is just a nice shot. You can see he reaches around. Nice shot, reaches around far corner. Another power play goal for Philly.
Used Weir as a partial screen. And now interesting, it's Zach Kearney taking the faceoff for Toronto. So TD Erlin, I don't know if he's on the bench or not after that hit by Wagner, might have been hurt.
And
as his head snapped back.
And I don't think Toronto wants to be going to the penalty box now, but I'm not convinced that the rough stuff is over. You know, especially
if Erlin's hurt. Yeah, and Zach Kearney taking that would tend us to speculate in that direction.
And I hope it's just being cautious.
Yes.
On a night like tonight, you don't want to lose Erlin.
No, especially when you need that run for a playoff push. Sidearm, didn't get through. Toronto back the other way. Here's Justin Martin, has one tonight. He can turn on the Jets, decides to ease those afterburners though. 5:37 to go in the game. There you got Grennan. Hit his 100 NLL career point earlier tonight. And has a pair of goals, one short-handed, all alone. Dan Craig scores! Ice cold shot from the Iceman. Second of the evening. Actually, that's the 3rd for Dan Craig, I believe, Shanny.
I've got it as his second.
His second, okay.
But Toronto just picked apart the defense here.
Actually, I think it might be his.
Oh, you could be right.
It might be his 3rd. It might be the hat because he has the power play goal as well.
He scored one very early on, didn't he?
So that's a hat trick for Dan Craig, who got free behind the defense there.
You're right. I miscounted. I didn't mark down his last goal. He got the 2nd goal of the game, and he's got 2 in this period.
And Kearney's still out there for face-off duty. Kearney comes up with it. So a face-off win for Toronto there. Nice work by Zach Kearney. Little fly ball. Phil Mazuka takes it. On the shot clock. Bushi couldn't handle the pass. Boy, these teams are getting physical. Just the ferocity behind the hacks. 2 seconds left. Rogers spins, fires. Whoa! And made Demu go down to a knee. 15-7 Toronto. With now 58 shots on the night. There's Sowers. Sowers with that swim move. A one-touch hopper intended for Mitch Jones. Sowers. You said it earlier, Shanny, like a mosquito all over the place. But here comes Gash. Gash with the bouncer. High. Rebound ball. Rattles off the glass. Toronto keeps it. 28 seconds on the shot clock now. What a windup by Josh Dahlwick. We're seeing more power from him as well. Goes out of play. We will step aside. 15-7, Rock lead the Wings. You're watching the NLL on ESPN and TSN Plus. Assist of the game brought to you by Eero.
And this is Josh Dahlwick forcing lots of players to chase him. As soon as the second guy steps down, he scoops it up to Challen Rogers, who puts in the outside shot. Nice one-handed scoop pass. And that was the goal that made it 3-0. That was part of the great Rock start, and they never gave up that lead they took.
No, we've had after one, it was 4-1 Toronto, then 8-2 after 2 quarters. 10-5 after 3, and now we stand 15-7 for Toronto over Philadelphia. 4:09 to go.
And would you agree this has got to be the most complete game that we've seen with the Toronto Rock and the ones we've done?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And that is overcoming as well those all those penalties, letting up some power play, but also killing some, scoring shorthanded.
Yeah.
Definitely a complete game. There's Bushi on the far boards. And he manhandled. And Philadelphia comes up with it. Bushi lost possession. Here comes Philly. Offense now on the floor. Holochuk. Swiping save. And Toronto up with that loose ball scramble.
Great loose ball by Mazuka.
Mazuka, and here's Darlison. Trell Harris. Here's Toronto creeping in through a screen. Oh, that went off the crossbar. That went off the crossbar. Refs call it off.
Absolutely.
Davis Allen with some space. Davis Allen's going to not take it. Just ran out of room. Great job there by Gash cutting the angle down. Under 3 minutes to play. Resiteritz receives on the left wing boards. Resiteritz has it stuffed.
Again, great defense.
Yeah, and this has been a tremendous game for that Rock defense.
You know, speaking about Resiteritz, 3 assists, no goals.
Yeah.
Jones, 3 assists, no goals.
Shutting down the Stars. There's Grennan with the feed, small. His pass got, his stick got hit and it forced it out of play, so it will be the Wings' possession. There's Sowers. 2:15 to play. Keep an eye on Sowers. He's in motion. So is Jones. Jones looking for that first goal, and it also goes out of play into the mesh off the left shoulder of Holichuk. Philly with the ball right back. Here's Sowers. Resetaritz scores! Three-quarter delivery over the shoulder of the defender, and he picks up his first of the night.
Well, it's a nice shot by Joey Resetaritz, but too little too late for Philadelphia with exactly 2 minutes to go in the game.
Yep.
He sets up for the sidearm shot. Watch what he does here. Like sidearm and then brings it down.
I love how some of these players, Shanny, the way they're able to angle the stick so quickly. You just put that little bit of an odd delivery and use the opponent's body against them.
I mean, that's, if I'm adding correctly, he's got 96 points now.
Jeez.
Jones has got 99, but like I said earlier, they want a playoff spot.
Sure. 7 points between those two shooters tonight. Here's Sowers looking for a little bit more. And Resetaritz, remember, had, and Holichuk, and he doesn't move. He squeezed everything together there to keep that out.
And you got to think at this point too, you know, like, you're not going to worry too much about that goal if you're Toronto, but they want to keep the ball out for Holichuk.
Yeah.
He's had a great game.
Great game.
Well, anytime you hold a team to less than 10, I mean, I don't know there's a minute and a half.
There's Grennan looking for a lane. Oh, and went for, looked like he was trying to find the far man, but it went out for Rogers' stick, put it up high and tipped it out of play. Minute 16 remaining. There's Resetaritz. And that was for Jones. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot, but it was wide nonetheless. Harris trying to keep the scoop. And he does with that left hand. Quickly gets rid of it. Last minute of play in the game. Here's Billy Hostrauser. Finds Harris. Harris with some room. Quick pass to that left wing. And the Rock will wait. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Grennan. Grennan with some room. Grennan's going to shoot. Rattles off the back of the glass. Philly wants one more for pride. 34 left in the game. Burton with the feed. Quick touch and stone by Holichuk. 24 seconds left. What a game for Troy Holichuk. Phil Mazuka with the ball. Shot clock is dead. 13 seconds left. Dan Craig standing there, running it down. A sellout here at Paramount Fine Food Center are going to go home very happy on Marvel Superhero Night. And the Rock were superheroes. And it is over! The Rock have defeated the Wings 15-8 and keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, they sure do, and what a game it was for Toronto. Off to their best start that we have seen. 3-0 after 5 minutes. We got, if I'm counting right, 9 points from Josh Dawick, who had a hat-trick. Boucher had a hat-trick. Craig had a hat-trick.
Singles from Latrell Harris, Josh Jubenville, Justin Martin, Challen Rogers, Corey Small.
And, and let's not forget Troy Holichuk. What a great game he played. You know, thrust into this situation after the Nick Rose trade. He's played 3 games as a starter now, 2-1.
Right.
And he looked very good out there, very calm. Good for him.
So the Rock improved to 5-9. Philadelphia now falls to 5-9. The Rock keep those playoff hopes alive, and really now, Shandy, for both these teams, that magic number is that 9. When you go over that, you're not going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee that 9-9 gets you in.
No,
but
you just have a chance at maybe a tiebreaker.
And you know, and the Rock playing Vegas next week, very winnable game, and you know they've got to be winning the rest.
The Rock have Vegas, and then at home to Vancouver and Halifax, and finish up in Rochester. So And even Vegas, Shanny, as we know, you can't overlook these teams, right? They're playing loose.
Buffalo only beat Vegas by a couple of goals last night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, when I say it's a winnable game, all these games are winnable. They're also losable.
That's right. Every game's winnable, and every game's losable. This one was all Toronto from the get-go. 61 shots, Shanny, for Toronto.
Oh, that's amazing. 61-38, the shots on net. And the fans appreciated it.
And the fans are cheering, and we will send it down to Ashley Docking now. Ash.
Thank you so much, Andy. Nathan, it's super loud in here. The crowd is behind you guys from the very beginning of this game. What allowed you to execute your game plan at such a high level today?
I think you said it there right at the start. We started from right that first whistle, and that was the game plan. We had to start early, getting that fast goal, but it all started with the D end, and they brought it from there. Troy standing absolutely tall. They enabled us to get the ball, get the possessions that we wanted, and obviously take the shots that we wanted.
So this year has been a little tumultuous for you, but you seem to have found a nice home in Toronto. That second goal that you had, I noticed a big elation moment. It felt like the weight of the world came off your shoulders. What were you feeling in that moment, and what has it meant to you to be here in Toronto?
It's finally nice to get one that's not disallowed, but no, being in Toronto, like, the crowd here is absolutely amazing, and just to find a place that already acts like home is just near and dear to my heart. Like, it's more than a game to me. I just want a ball, and this is an absolute team that we can get behind. The fan base, the love. This is a family, not just a team.
100 career points, surpassed 50 goals tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, milestone. Thanks. I didn't even know that. Thanks.
See you at the next one. Bye.
Thank you, Ashley. That's Nathan Grennan. All right. Tonight's program produced by Jim Panousis and directed by Karen Lons. This has been a National Lacrosse League production in association with Dome Productions. Coordinating producer for the NLL, Scott Zolatoro. Manager of broadcast, Mike Pettit. Senior Vice President of NLL Broadcast Operations, Ed Dursey. The executive producer of the NLL is Joel Feld. Final score from Mississauga, 15-8 Toronto over Philadelphia. For Ashley Docking and Brian Shanahan, I'm Andy McNamara. Good night from Mississauga.